Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Devildragon911, and today I'm here to send you an official invitation to join me in EVE Online. Now, I'm going to start from the very top. I've been playing EVE Online for a couple months now, and I got bored, so I thought I'd try and make my own corp. So this is basically a advertisement video to say, look, if you play EVE Online, join me in my corp. We're fucking small right now, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know much about the game. We're we're giving it a try, We want to see how it goes. Now, the corp's main goal is making ISK in any way possible. So really, we're starting off with mining, and we want to start production as well, but mining's our main focus right now. However, we don't limit you from doing anything else, so you can join the corp, and if you don't want to mine, you can go off and do something else. Or if you want to mine with the corp some days and not others, and you want to go off and do other stuff, that's fine. We're very laid back right now. This is all subject to change, so, please be aware that this video, I don't know, in a couple of years' time might be old, so, it might be different by then. So, yeah, what I thought I'd do is I'd also say, well, look, if you don't play EVE, you can still try it as well. You can always join and give it a try, because EVE Online do a trial. They do a 14-day trial. However, if you message me on YouTube personally, send me a personal message, or even if you say in the comments field you're interested, I can message you. I'm not that worried. If you send me your email address, I can send you a 21-day trial, which is an extra week on top. So, there's only 9 of those available, because I've got 2 accounts, and then I've got a friend who's willing to send some out as well. So there is only 9 of those available, and chances are those will go quite quickly. The first time I offered up trials, they disappeared within the space of 2 hours. So, anyway, I do apologise, I think I've got hay fever today. Anyway, what I thought I'd do is, the last time I invited people to play EVE, unless you really went and looked at it yourself, you'd be thinking, what the fuck is EVE Online? Well, today I thought I'd give you a quick video and a bit of an introduction, really, of what the hell EVE Online is. So, EVE Online is a space-based MMORPG. It's nothing like WoW, I'm going to admit right now. And this is why a lot of people play it, because it isn't like WoW, and it's original. You get a lot of like MMORPGs nowadays that are WoW clones. This is not a WoW clone. So what I thought I'd do is take you through the entire process. So this is the character login screen. This is where you'll get once you've downloaded the client and made an account for the trial and all that sort of stuff. And you start off by making a character. Now, I've got it on low shader settings, and it says it might affect the experience of creating a character, which I think is the hair, but this is just creating a random character to show you what it's like. So you start off by choosing your race. There's 4 races: Minotaur, Amar, Galante, and Caldari. Now, this is personal opinion. This is probably not actually true or anything, but this is like a quick and simple sum up of the different races. There is no actual difference between them. You can take a Caldari race and learn to fly Minotaur frigates if you want. It's not a case of, oh well, I'm screwed if I pick Caldari because I can't go anywhere else. It's not. You can pick whatever race you want and go and do whatever you want. It's very simple like that. Although it is something like Amar and Caldari are sort of, they like each other, and then Minotaur and Galante are like each other, and they're at war. So I don't fucking know. I don't really pay too much attention. I just play the game. So what am I gonna pick? I'm gonna go with Amar, I think.
The Amar Empire is the largest and oldest of the 4 empires.
Yes, thank you. Pretty much, the Amar are like the religious group of them. I mean, they all have their sort of stereotypes. But to sum it up in my own personal view, the Amar are the religious bastards. The Minotaur are the once enslaved outcasts, so they've broken free from their bonds and now are seeking revenge. Galante. Now you see, this is where I sort of lose it really, because I don't know what the difference between Galante and Caldari is. They're both pretty much very sort of army and industrialist type idea, but you've really got to play the game and read through the description yourself. Ignore me, I'm being an idiot. So you pick a bloodline. Now, I honestly have no idea what a bloodline does, but we're just going to go with a Ma. And then you pick male or female, and I'm going to pick male, because I'm not a nerd. And then as soon as it loads up, you oh god, it's a naked man. You can create your character. Now, for the meantime, you can only sort of do a portrait. However, soon they shall be making it so you can walk around in stations. So, you know, there is going to be a big point to this. But I'm not actually going to go particularly in depth. I mean, you can, like, edit everything on this guy. You know, this is like the most in-depth freaking, what do you call it? Character creation tool ever, as far as I'm concerned. It might not be, you know, there might be better, but as far as I've heard, it's been praised quite a bit. Oh my god, you can edit his crotch. Yeah, I mean, you know, you could. I've spent hours fucking around with this, you know. And you got all of these up here: shape, complexity, clothes. But I'm just gonna randomize. So random. Oh my god, he's got a pot belly. Oh my god, it really. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, there we go. That's better. So yeah, you know, you could literally spend hours messing around with this, but I'm not going to, because that's not the point of this video. So after that, you make your profile picture, and this is what Eve pilots see of you after. But I'm not going to do anything special. You got lights, poses, backgrounds. Seriously, you could spend hours in here, but that'll do. And there we go. You change your name. So I'm just going to call mine Devildragon. I don't know. YouTube. There we go. Check availability. Yeah, it's available. Because you choose like a first name, and then you can have a last name if you want, but, you know. But DDevildragon is the name that I sort of adopted while on it, because Devildragon, my original one, was already taken because I forgot to delete a trial account. It's complicated, but there you go. So you can either choose a starting station or starting space. I suggest, if this is the first time you're playing, start in space, and don't forget to look through here as well. This is your ancestry. This really doesn't matter. It's just roleplay stuff. It doesn't affect any of your stats, you know. And I'll get to stats eventually. And yes, that's fine. Okay, so now I have the extra character. Of course, yours would initially be in the top slot. And you got all your information where it's currently located, your skills, your wealth, that sort of item. So let's load this up and have a look. Oh yeah, there's a shutdown in progress, but it's 39 minutes, so I think we've got enough time. Alright, so you're greeted with a bunch of information. Don't panic. Okay, it's a whole lot simpler than it looks, I promise you. First, you should listen to this crash course, because it will teach you as much as you need to know. Ow, that was my jaw. So yeah, you just follow this through. See that by pressing the back of the net. Yeah, I figured that out. Thank you. Rewards, item hanger, cargo. Now, this can be confusing. It can be. I'm not gonna lie. And this is a very, very large world. It's something you should take a bit grain of salt with, as they call it, because it's so freaking like complicated. Oh, that's the tutorial program. That's your mail I'm opening up there. You got your character sheet up here, which explains all your details. You got your skills, attributes. And that's like your talent points. If you're, what I'm going to do is explain it as if you're coming from WoW, because a lot of my subscribers are from WoW. This is the overview up here. It pretty much like tells you everything that's in the on, well, as they call it, on grid, which is the area that you could see. As you can see, there's a red guy here, which is, sorry, you want to, which is a bad guy, which we have to kill at some point. And then you've got asteroids and stargates. Now, this is different to WoW in the sense that it's not just one open world. It's technically a bunch of servers, but they're all linked as a single server. It's like one gigantic server that holds the whole thing. And what you do is you can move around in space like this simply by double-clicking. Or say, if I wanted to go near that asteroid, I'd click it, right-click, and click approach, and it would approach it. It's not a case of WASD to move you around. As far as I know, there isn't an actual direct control like that. You just double-click in space where you want to go, or you can tell it to approach. There might be, you know, don't quote me on it. But yeah, this is how you move around. Oh, and now we're being targeted by this training vessel. And he's shooting at us. So, what do? Well, we shoot back. For the purpose of showing you what to do, first, we're just going to pretend we're unlocked. But you first have to lock your target, which is something you don't have to do in WoW, but in this you do. So, you can either right-click him in space, or right-click him on the overview, and click Lock Target. And then, as soon as it's finished locking, bam! Lock Target. Now, down here is your HUD. You've got this sort of bar-y thing here is your shields, armor, and structure, which we'll get into in a moment. For now, you've got two massive buttons. This is your gun, and this is your mining laser. So for now, we'll just go with the gun. So you click it with a target, and look, already starts opening fire. Pew, 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 pew. Okay. And as you can see, his shield is going down, armor is slowly going down, going into structure, and pop. There you go. Now all of this is explained in the tutorial, the crash course down here. If you just follow that, you're well on your way, okay? Now, this is your shield, armor, and structure. Shield, armor, and structure is your health, essentially. The best way to translate it into WoW terms is shield is like your priest bubble. If you've still got, you know, it's going to be absorbing damage for you, but eventually it's going to go down. Armor is like, I don't know, what would you say armor is? I don't know, armor is like your health, okay? Which will slowly diminish, and these can be repaired using modules and that. It's not a one-way street. And then structure is like the durability on your armor. And you only die once your durability's out. I know this isn't exactly EVE terms and what the fuck are you talking about, but I'm trying to help out people that are coming from World of Warcraft and are a bit like, huh? Now there are a shitload of buttons on here. I'm not going to lie, but I'm not going to go through them either. Best thing to do is just start clicking, because look, I don't know, ooh, what's this? Okay, it's not working from mine, but normally, the tutorial agent will bring up a welcome screen and explain what that does. But yeah, anyway, back to moving about. Like I said, this is one particular area right here. I've zoomed out. You can see we were here, and this is here. We can move around by right-clicking in space, and you'll see we've got asteroid belts, planets, stargates, stations. Well, hold on a minute. None of that's here. I mean, there's a couple of asteroids, but there's no planets, there's no stations. That's because they're off in different places. These little icons here, that's the sun. You know, we can warp around to different places. So let's start by going to the station, the Imperial Academy School. So I'm going to warp to within that. Oh, and the tutorial is going to complain at me. Wait, could I not go without? Please refuse. Oh, got to close tutorial. No. There we go. So, I'm going to warp out to here. And then it will go, warp drive, activate. And then it will warp off in a particular direction. Now, warping takes time depending on the ship. Smaller is generally faster. Whereas some of the larger ships, take fucking forever to warp and align. But these are just terms you'll learn eventually. Don't you see, one thing that can really overwhelm you people is trying to learn everything in one go. Don't, okay? Stumble about. There's nothing wrong with it. You're on a trial account, okay? Just stumble about. So don't worry if you like don't understand what the fuck's going on. It took me like 5 trial accounts to get an idea of what was going on. But anyway, this is the station, or a station. There was like thousands of these out. There can be up to like 5 or 6 in different systems and stuff. Actually, I should explain this while we're still in space. This is one system. You've got a group of planets, a couple of stations, and some stargates. That's one system, or constellation, I think. No, sorry. No, it is one system. Let me show you. If we go to the map, let's zoom out a little bit. This is the map. There are different settings for it. I've got it on a particular setting right now. Yeah, as you can see, all of these little dots are systems. And there's stargates, planets, stars, you know, all that sort of gist. And they're all over the place. We are right bang in the middle of it right now. Dead in a Mars space, if I remember correctly. Switch this to 2D for a moment. There we go. Oh, shit. There we go. This is where we are. And it bridges off to these places. Oh, there we go, as you can see. And those bridge to other places. That's how you get around. You jump from different places, you know? Like I said, I'm being super fucking confusing. But anyway. So you can dock at stations as well. By right-clicking the station, clicking dock. And then it will take you straight in. And then in the station you can do bits and bobs, like you can buy stuff, you can repossess, you know, this is all explained in the tutorial. You really do need to do the tutorial. But anyway, if you already play Eve, and you're like, well, I know all this shit already, just fucking tell me how I can join the corp. Well, that's relatively simple. You can start by trying to find the corp on here. The corp name is Manic Industrie Explorers. Don't ask. We came up with it all by ourselves. Now, I don't actually know how to particularly find it, but I'm going to show you an easier way. All you do is go to People and Places, or press Alt and E if you're on Windows. Stupid Macs. And then search type at the top here. You switch it to character and type in DDevildragon, like that. See, actually, hold on, let me. Do you see that? Like that. Quite simple. And then click search. Now 3 characters will appear. Well, it'll probably be 2 by the time you guys actually do this, because I'm going to delete this one. But you want the top one without a surname. You right click and show information. And what this does is brings up the information on my character. Now my note said, well, my bio says please don't hurt my face. But here's my corp. I'm a member of the Manic Industrie Explorers, or INEX, for less than a day. So what you do is click on this, and it'll bring up the corporation information. And from here, you can apply to join. Now the information is all listed here. And like I said, it is a basic corp right now. You know, nothing fancy. There's only 3 members, because that's me, a mate of mine, and an alt. But we're looking to just have a bit of fun out of this, you know. We're looking to do some mining, have massive sort of fleet operations in mining, you know. So all you do is click apply to join, type in a small bio, you know, application text, blah blah blah, I want to join, lol, and click OK. And that immediately gets sent to me and the other head. So we can take a look at that and invite you to join. It's quite simple, really. But before I finish up for today, you're probably wondering what the hell mining is like in Eve. Now, I'm not going to lie, mining can be boring. It's not the most thrilling of activities. However, it generates a lot of ISK if done correctly, and it can be some fun if you do it in a group. So let's just run out to a quick asteroid belt. You go to asteroid belts and mine from there. You'll learn this in the tutorial. Seriously, there are tutorial agents. You should do them all. Okay? Look, show career agents. You should do these. Because they will teach you the fundamentals of playing. So look, military, that will teach you to kill. Industry, that will teach you to mine and build stuff. Exploration, that will teach you to explore. Advanced, that will teach you to be advanced. What? And business, that will teach you how to sit in an office and be boring. Oh, yes, there we go. Now, personally, I find mining boring unless you're in like a fleet op, which is a bunch of people doing mining. And look, we've got some score die over here, so I'm just going to fly over there and show you what mining is like, just quickly. Although I don't think this is going to be particularly quickly. It's a simple case of flying up to an asteroid and sitting there for half an hour mining it, which is why doing it with a massive fleet is better, because it takes less time to do it, and you've got a bunch of buddies around to have a bit of a laugh with, you know? So I'm just going to show you quickly. It's the exact same as when you were killing someone as well. So here we go. Mine. I actually have turret sounds. Well, it's very quiet. You can't hear it, but there is a sort of a yeah, and that's mining. And then it cycles around, and then it gives you ore in your cargo hold. Yeah, it's as simple as that. But all of this is explained if you take the tutorial. Now, one thing I should point out before I finish up this video is that training is very, very different from WoW. In WoW, if you spend an hour killing monsters, you're going to get experience for it. In EVE, you can quite literally walk off and go away from the computer, do something else, and you're still training skills. That's because of the way it works. There's a skill queuing system, and these skills will automatically train while you're away from the computer. So I don't really want to train anything, but you know, they will. It's like you can log off and go on holiday and they'll still train, you know? So on one hand, that's like brilliant. I don't even need to fucking play this game to get better at it. That's true, but at the same time, you can't say fly a Titan within a month because it requires so much training, you know? So, you know, training does take time. That's the trade-off. You know, in WoW, it takes time to go around and grind or do missions, do quests even. Whereas in this, it takes time to just learn, and you can go off and do other things while you do it. Which is another reason why I quite like it. You know, it's like when I was on holiday the other week, and I couldn't properly play EVE, so I was like, oh no, I'm not going to get any ISK or anything. ISK is the currency like gold. So all I did was kept my training queue up to date, and I didn't lose anything just because my training queue was up to date. Now you can only queue up to 2 days, I think it is in this. Oh no, 24 hours. Sorry. However, the stupid trade-off for this is that you get skills that could take like 7 days to learn or 10 days to learn. So it goes over the queue time. So if it's the last queue on the list, then it doesn't matter. Oh, sorry. Then it doesn't matter how long it lasts. So essentially, you could have 5 2-hour skills and then 1 20-day skill, and that queue will still last for 20 days. It doesn't just automatically cut off in 24 hours. Once again, though, this is all stuff that you learn in the tutorial, and I highly suggest you run it. Now, there are different insides of stations. Personally, this looks weird because I haven't got the settings correct, because my computer now sucks. So, you know, it does look prettier than this, especially on a decent computer. It looks fantastic. But yeah, I told you how you can sign up for my corp. All you do is go to People and Places, search type character, type in my name, left click Share Info, left click on the icon, then apply to join. If you need any help, feel free to message me. To message me, you have to start up a conversation. All you do is right click, start conversation. Now, if you're not automatically on the characters list, you have to pay a small fee, but don't worry about it. And if I'm online, it would say, you've got to pay a small fee. And then you pay the fee, and then you can talk to me directly, and it appears down here, and you type it. So, yeah, just to sum up, this is Eve. I hope that you'll come and give it a try at least. Don't believe I mean, unless you've actually tried it, don't knock it till you've tried it. It might be your thing. You never know. Um, and also there will be 9 21-day trials. If you want one, message me on YouTube, or just leave a comment below and I'll message you. And yeah, the name of the corp is Manic Industrie Explorers. We don't have a website, we don't have an event or anything yet. Literally, I started up last night and I'm doing an advertisement today. So, I hope you enjoyed this quick video. Quick. Yeah, and I hopefully will see you in Eve soon, guys. So, Devildragon911 signing off.